I just leg press 600 pounds.
We've all seen this guy.
I'm so strong, my quads are so big.
Is leg press the worst exercise ever? I mean, based off of this dude, it might be. We're gonna go into this and we're gonna start right now. So what is the leg press? I think first we gotta go over the multiple variations of the leg press. When I was in high school, we had that old school, straight up and down, super vertical leg press that just got you a complete dummy pump in the quads. Then you have that next age of leg presses that's more on an actual slide. It's more on the rails, and those are pretty traditional that you find at most commercial gyms. And then you have the newer leg press that is more on a swing. So what's the goal of the leg press? Sometimes people use this to actually replace the squat. Sometimes people might want to use this to really isolate the quads. And if I put my feet a little bit lower on the foot plate and I really get nice dorsiflexion here, I'm going to be isolating the quads. There's some individuals that might even put their feet off of the foot plate and raise their feet higher to try and isolate their glutes and maybe a little bit of their hamstrings, although typically it's gonna be more glute based. And then at other times, there's always gonna be the dudes that you walk into the gym and they've got 1,000 pounds loaded up on the leg press and they're doing little quarter presses here while they're pushing with their forearms. And it's really gonna be a good exercise to boost your ego. My testosterone's so high. I have so much weight on the leg press. My quads. And if you're concerned about your testosterone, make sure you check out today's video sponsor, Let's Get Checked. Let's Get Checked is a worldwide leader in at-home testing kits, and their male hormone test lets you easily test your testosterone levels at home. If you're someone who loves to strength train and you love to be healthy, it's really important to check your hormone levels. Low testosterone can lead to a lack of motivation, a loss of muscle mass, and even depression. You can order a testing kit that will be delivered to you in a discreet package with next day delivery. Once your sample arrives in the laboratory, confidential results will be available from your secure online account within 2 to 5 days. These results are reviewed by a clinician, and a member of the Let's Get Checked nursing team may call you to review your results. I've used this service myself. It's extremely easy to execute, and they have extremely fast results that you can track on their website. So if you want to test your hormone levels without having to leave your home, visit trylgc.com/gstrength or use promo code GarageStrength25, all caps, to get 25% off your at-home test. Now that we got you tested, let's check out if the leg press is right for you. But why does it get such a bad rap? Many functional gurus tend to hate the leg press. A lot of sports performance coaches also hate it. What are you lying on your back and extending your knees? And then of course, weightlifting coaches hate it. The back squat can cure all of your problems. Why would you leg press? You should just back squat all of the freaking time. But ironically, the bodybuilding world sees it for what it is. They see things through the light of, hey, this dude's got small quads. Let's use a tool to help blow up that dude's small quads. And then the downfall becomes, well, bodybuilders are big and bulky. They aren't athletic. We shouldn't listen to them. For starters, we're looking for specific adaptations. Remember, that's the whole point of resistance-based training. If we have someone like myself who is longer limbed, using a leg press to blow up their quads can be really, really beneficial. I have a confession to make. The only time in my life that I ever actually had big quads was when I was going to the gym in 9th grade and doing leg presses 3 days a week. That's true. So if we have individuals who stink with plantar flexion when they're in a bent knee position, we're also probably gonna put them on the leg press. And I can hear the functional gurus out there right now going, what sport has plantar flexion in a bent knee? Guess what? Being a shot putter or a discus thrower. And also, you don't wanna do it with a locked out knee. You wanna do it in a bent position right here while you're focusing on plantar flexion. If we have bodybuilders that have small quads relative to their glutes, relative to their hamstrings, relative to their upper body especially, we want them on the leg press, getting lots and lots and lots and lots of reps. The leg press is also a great machine that you can use to get kids to stop being typically what happens is kids struggle with relating their physical being to their mental being, okay? So mentally they're like, I'm gonna die. But physically, they have more than 10 reps left in their tank. Give me 10 more reps, Jake. Oh, Daddy, I need to do these, hurt my quads. Now, with all that being said, I will advise you to just be aware on an old sled leg press like this that you got off Craigslist for $300 in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, right near Cabela's. One of the things that can happen is you can have a little bit of lower back pain. That's why I do prefer the swinging leg presses. Some of the newer ones that you see out there today at commercial gyms are absolutely phenomenal. So what's the secret sauce behind the leg press? So something we should address is what sports have hip flexion and have knee extension? Can we use something to make it more functional? Can it have accommodating resistance? In comes the single leg press. This is one of the easiest movements to find a severe difference between each leg. When I really first started to play around with this, I was told by Aaron Hartwell, who's the sprint cycling coach for Team USA. He also is an Olympic silver and bronze medalist. And he had just mentioned, hey, try the single leg press. And one of those things that I learned was, wow, my right leg is extremely weak. And a lot of the functional coaches will be, well, why would you do this? Well, guess what? You're in hip flexion with knee extension. And this is what's happening when you're on the saddle, when you're in the bike. And that's why sprint cyclists, if you guys want to train with us, let us know. Comment down below. Okay, so another unique way to use the leg press is with accommodating resistance. So we've got our PowerLastic HAF band available at GarageStrength.com. You can pick one up today, and we've got a strength band and a mobility band. So what we do is we can wrap this around here, okay? And then at the bottom, we have these little hooks. So what I like to do is get this on here. Get those hooks, and on each side, we have that set up. It's pretty freaking heavy. Now, you can use this in an explosive manner, right? You can use this as explosive as possible. So you're here, that comes undone, and at the top, it's pretty freaking heavy pulling down here. And you can use this at a commercial gym. You can pick up the PowerLastics, take it to a commercial gym, and then as you lower, it's a little bit easier, but then you can go a little bit more rapid here. You can do this with one leg, you can do this with two legs, you can load up, go really, really heavy, and then do drop sets really rapidly with that accommodating resistance, and it's gonna help you. Or if you're anyone that focuses on speed, think about the drive phase, do single leg presses that are banded to improve that reactive ability. My quads are blown up because I've been holding this for a long time. 85% of the time, it's gonna be used as an accessory for whatever area an athlete is weak, okay? So if we have somebody who's got a really good back squat, but their quads tend to be a little bit weaker, we can use this as an accessory. In some instances, it might even be used for absolute strength. And I would even argue that in a sport like sprint cycling, it definitely would be used for absolute strength. It can even help with cadence on the bike if you're doing single leg explosive leg presses. In reality, at the end of the day, it all comes back to what are we looking for in real life? In training, in real life, we're simply looking for various forms of adaptations, and the leg press provides some sense of adaptation. So if you're an athlete, maybe you play football, maybe you're a swimmer, maybe you're a basketball player. If you don't have a program, you can click on the link down below and head over to peakstrength.app and get a full week of training specifically for free, geared and periodized to help you become a freak athlete. If you want more knowledge and more information, make sure you check out our podcast channel, the Masters of Sport podcast, because remember, freaks, if you want to become a champion, you've always got to cultivate your power. Peace.